Guys, we have the hero path live in Raid Shadow Legends. We're gonna do a quick breakdown. From what I've noticed so far, it actually seems pretty decent, okay? And that's mainly because I don't see any freaking keys. How is this a hero path with no keys? But you know what? I am definitely not going to complain about the fact that we have no keys, because this will make our life much easier. We don't have to chase no carrots. We can go straight to the things that we want to get. Now, when we're talking about getting points, it's just the usual standard stuff. 4,500 points for a sacred, 1,800 for a primal, 750 for a void, 300 for an ancient. And farming gear, we are getting decentish points, but you need a lot of energy to basically complete it just with that. So look at it as a bonus, right? You might be farming something throughout the weekend. Now, this event will actually last for 2 days and 23 hours, which means that Sunday, or rather than Sunday, Monday morning, at least for me in Europe, is going to be finished. Up to you guys if you're going for the soul or the champion. I would strongly recommend you to go for the champion if you do not have him. If you're going for the hero pair, of course. If you have the champion, no brainer, you're going to go for the soul for Crockett, right? But let's quickly see how many points we need to get one or the other. It seems like the champion is slightly more expensive. So starting with the very top, this is probably the easiest hero path I had to basically do a breakdown for, right? Because it's just straight to the freaking point. 750 right there. Then we have 1,000, 2,500. Then we have 2,500 with 4,000, 6,500. Then we have 66,000, right? So we need 76,000 points and 500 to get the champion. Now, if you split that at 4,500, that's how many points you're getting for a sacred shard. That is, wow, okay? I am utterly shocked because I cannot believe it that they haven't put it at 22 sacreds or something like that. So big props, Plarium, for actually doing probably the best hero path you've ever done in Raid Shadow Legends. In terms of requirements, right? I feel like everything else is pretty spot on. There's really isn't much to say about this hero path. 17 sacred shards to get the guaranteed legendary, I think, is what it should be always, or less. 15, 20 is a lot, right? 20 is a lot for a guaranteed legendary, but I find this at 17 being pretty damn good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, of course, you don't have to open 17 sacred shards. It's just the equivalent of 17 sacred shards in points. You can open primals, ancients, voids, whatever the heck you guys want, because that's what I'll be doing, right? I have a mixture of shards. I do not buy sacred shards. They are literally the worst thing to buy and open in this game, because you're gonna get so many freaking 4-star chickens, epics, that they're gonna make your eyes bleed. So the best shards to buy nowadays, even though they're very expensive and you have the exact same cup of tea, tons of rare chickens, are still the primals, because you have a chance to get mythical champions from them, right? The ancients are pretty dead, at least endgame. Sacred shards, they're good for events because they give a lot of points, but other than that, they're trash. So I would strongly recommend you never, ever, ever, ever buy sacred shards. And I'm always saying it. It's not just something that I decided to say today. But either way, we have 76,500 points to get a champion. Let's quickly see how many we need to get the soul, right? So we have more or less the same thing, if I am not mistaken, but I think it's going to be, yes, so it's going to be 10,000 points cheaper. I don't even need to do the math on it. It's 66,500. 66,000 points and 500 to get the 5-star soul. So that is the equivalent of, what's that, 15 sacred shards? 14.7. So yeah, 15 sacred shards. Which means that in total, with 32 sacred shards, you're going to be able to get both the champion and the soul. Bargain, right? Only 32 sacred shards. Of course, as I've mentioned, you're going to farm some gear, you're going to get some points from there. But out of all of the hero pets that they've ever done in the game, I can't really remember the very first one, but I'm very confident that this right here is the best hero pet they've ever done. No keys to basically run around, waste points on things that you do not want to get just to get to the soul or the champion, which is already a massive plus. And then the champion comes at 17 sacreds, the soul comes at 15. Usually, even the soul is at around 20 to 22 sacred shards in every other single hero pet event. So this one is actually a pretty good one. If you want to get the rest of the rewards as well, you will need, of course, roughly another 50,000 points, which, of course, is not something that you need to do. That's mainly something that Mega Krakens actually get done. Actually, you need more because you have the sides right here. So probably around 70,000 more, 80,000 more actually. So around there, which brings it to a total of like 200k plus points. And yeah, you get the drill. It is quite a bit of work to get everything done, but that's only if you are chasing one of the champions like a filthy degenerate Kraken spender that you are, and you're very unlucky on your 15x, and you're hoping to get that one, and you're trying. That's how you complete a hero pet without actually trying to, right? But hopefully you're not going to be in that situation. Hopefully nobody's going to be in that situation. That's it for this one. Nice and short. We really don't have much to talk about in terms of hero pet strategies and all that, because it's straight to the point. The cheapest hero pet that I've seen in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.